Willie D Live.
I just came back from Ghana, and I love to see what's happening there. I love to see what's happening in Africa. They said enough is enough. And I'm really hoping that that starts to resonate with the people who built this country. You feel me? I really do. And I really think that enough is enough. And we have enough experience. We have enough creativity and brilliance to be able to handle these things on our own. And so that's where we are with it. And we're not trying to give it away. My partner would say, hey, he thinks a little differently than me, but he understands the importance of it. And so the people that we've been talking to very much look like us, and they talk like us. One of the guys who has my products in the Atlanta airport, he's been in business. He's been in the Atlanta airport for 50 years. But he has done 4 presidential parties at his home. He's a big fundraiser for the parties. And so the reason and not that I'm really a political party person, but for me, I just think that he is the history of Atlanta and beverages and other things too. He owned like 9 different businesses right there in the airport. And then he gave us a chance. And so when I went to him, I was like, bro, you gave me a chance. I have something, and I would give you a piece of this rather than sell it to you, because I know just having you here would make it that much stronger. I stepped to a few people that way. I stepped to a few, because as long as it feels right to me, I do it.
Yeah. And to add to that, I think that we can only spend so much money on wasteful things. Look, man, I get it when you ain't never had nothing and you first start getting some money, you want to show off, you want to show people that you got it. I remember when I first started getting money, I stayed with $10,000 in one pocket and $10,000 in the other. I'm walking around, and I would pull it out, because that's what we do in the hood. We pull it out, let them see it, put it in their face. And they go, everybody see. But then after a while, you start realizing how actually that don't really make a lot of sense for a few reasons. Number one, the showboating and stuff, it kind of gets old. But number two, it's very dangerous, because you got wolves all around you, and everybody ain't got it like that, and they see that, and now they looking at you like food. So it's just not wise to do that. So you fall back on it. But my thing is that when I get something that I know can span for generations, something that I can own, that I can pass down to my kids, I can put into a trust where it's going to be used as a conduit, for generational wealth.
To come. That's right. That's the way.
I don't need $100 million to spend. You can have a $1 billion entity, and if you don't sell, it can become a 100 billion. You never know.
Right.
But what's more important?
When you mess with the wrong people, you could be a billionaire today and broke tomorrow, because they'll come and take it.
Yeah, but what's most important? What's most important than the money is ownership.
That's right. The legacy.
Where you call the shots.
That's right.
You don't have to wait for somebody else to employ you or your people. Or your people don't have to go try to get a job somewhere else. You're creating job opportunities right there for them. It gives you so much more power.
And leverage.
And than just saying, I'm one individual and I'm sitting on a whole bunch of money for myself and I got everything I need.
To me, I think that's corny.
That is corny.
Yeah, when you're not thinking about your community, you're not thinking about your people, and you're only thinking about yourself. I try to stay away from that. I try to stay away from people that even think like that, because at the end of the day, it's about us. If we ain't about us, then what we about? We got a very short time on this planet, and what are we going to do while we're here? Really, what are we going to do? Are we seriously going to just be that person that hoards and hoards and hoards and dies with nothing?